2025, and I just began my kayak paddling journey. I launched from the Serena Vista Park kayak launch. I thought I'd just make this YouTube video for anybody who wants to come down here and have a good paddle. Give you some helpful hints here. This is a nice paddle journey I'm going to do today. I like going through the mangroves. Right now the high tide at the Matlacha swing bridge will be at 1 o'clock, and right now we're after 12. So I should have some slack time in there because I'm going against the current. Be seeing that. We'll see how that goes, and I should be able to take the current back home. Here in the mangroves, it's calm right now, and which is what I like. You just kind of enjoy the time period here. Cape Coral Matlacha. It's just a really great place to kayak or fish. I do both of those, but I did kind of want to show what 2 years, maybe 3 years of hurricanes have done to the area here, starting with Ian in 2022. Last year we had Helene and Milton did their damage. Ian was horrible, and that scared the heck out of me. I was right here at home. But these mangroves here did protect a lot of the property in my neighborhood, and you can see the damage done by the hurricanes have done to the mangroves in this area here. We'll take a look around here as we go through a couple bends here. You can see where the dead mangroves are, and it's natural occurrences, and it'll take years, but they'll come back to life here. The mangroves do provide a protection of the coastline, especially in my neighborhood here, and it filters out the water. Enjoy the boat trafficking, or Cape Coral is known for its hundreds of miles of canals that you can go through. This helps keep the water at bay, somewhat clean for brackish water and for salt water too. But it's just a really great area for recreation and enjoyment, relaxation. I like to come out here just to relax, just enjoy nature out here, see the fish jump and the birds that need the water for their existence. And if you're a bird watcher, you'll have a good time out here seeing the ospreys, pelicans, all kinds of birds out here. Eagles too. Now the eagles are more to the north of me. The ospreys seem to have this area covered. When an eagle comes over, the ospreys get upset and they go after the eagle. It's kind of like a battle going on in the air. As you can see, hopefully you can see in this video here, the water is coming in. This is where I wanted it to, because I wanted to fight the current when I first started out, and then when I come back, take the current in, or at least be slack. And that. There's a shorter way to go out here, but that current is so strong sometimes it really turns your kayak around, and you really don't want to do it. see where the water surge from the hurricanes came up into that mangrove area there. You can see where how the winds came through here. And Milton was no fun either. I heard that wind all night long, and it pushed the water out of here, and it didn't go down the street. It didn't go up to the house or like that, but it sure was powerful. And it lasted from midnight to 4 o'clock a.m. I know if you had a house on one of the canals with the docks on there, your docks are underwater. That's what kind of caused the damage around my neighborhood. Now other people had a lot worse, and I'm very blessed down there. And you can see how the water came through this part of the mangrove trail into the mangroves there. Just a massive amount of water that came through here, and wind. And being raised in Illinois, having tornadoes, but never seen such a powerful storm as a hurricane. And I'm okay if I don't see another one. I'm sure I will. Up ahead is one of the docks, the marinas there. I'm going to be coming out of the mangroves here. To the screen to the left is a restaurant called Michelli's. A really decent place to go. It's Italian, but Florida motif. Outside dining, bands playing. Good place to get a drink. You can take your kayak, you can roll up into there, take your boat. As you can see, some of the boats up here. I want to hang back here because I don't want to catch their wake strong. Because I'm going to have a heck of a time here in a minute here with the current. And I'll be able to go to the shallow area where the boats can't go, because the boats have got to hang close to the shoreline where the boat homes and docks are. I can get out. Right now, this is like getting high tide, but I can sure see the bottom down there. So we'll see how the current is when I get over here. This is one of the, there's Matlacha, or Michelli's right there. It's a restaurant. Yeah, there was a fish. Yeah, what I like to do is make sure I know where the current is, and go against the current when I'm going out, then ride the current when I'm coming back in. Now this is a little tough today, but I just gotta make it to the end of that corner over there. Any luck? All right. I'm fighting this current pretty good. It's kind of turned me around. But I think I'll be able to get a little calmer water once I make this corner up here. I hope anyway. A little better over here. Well, I think I can brake a little bit, not going backwards. You can see more of the mangrove damage over there where that fisherman on a kayak is. Any luck? Yeah. All right. Good eating then, huh? Okay, you can hear that. He said lots of snook they caught. Over there, sandbar there. I went up there the other day, looked at some shells, and there was two horseshoe crabs. They were hanging out there at the sandbar. Kind of neat. You don't see live ones too much. There looks like prehistoric animals. Last week when I was out here, actually earlier this week I was out here, my video didn't come out very well. But I heard a rescue helicopter behind me, and I turned around, I saw the Cape Coral Fire Department behind me on their boat, asked me to pull over, and they were looking for a young man who's autistic in a blue kayak. I have a blue kayak, but obviously I'm not a kid. As I saw him, I helped out with did a search. They did find him just a little bit later. He just got separated from his dad and went out for a little joyriding. He's having a little fun. And, all ended very well. More scared for the parents and the rescue workers. See, this is kind of nice about kayaking over here. I can stay out of the lanes of the boats because they don't come over here. You may get some jet skiers or an airboat, even, but it's shallow here. You can see the bottom. We're probably about 2.5 feet, 3 feet on here. So it's good for kayaking, or even beginners. It's not deep. Always wear your safety vest, life jacket. I never kayak without it being on, because if something should happen, if you get hit in the head or something going through there, you want to be able to have your head stay above water there. And just safety first. I keep safety equipment in here. I have a whistle, I have a signal mirror. I have an app called Paddle Logger that'll send a signal when I start, and when I finish I hit a button there. It'll send a, what party you want to have known that you're out here. If you do your float plan, it could be a spouse or family member, just someone that knows you're out, and if you don't report in, they can contact you. It does send a location on a map, so if you're lost out here or in trouble, the family member can call 911, and you can get an approximate location of where you're at. Now, I'm hoping there's some dolphins over here. Usually I see some dolphins around this dock over here, and I really wanted to get them on video because they were playing around last week. My video didn't work, and they were following the kayak, and it was a lot of fun. So who knows where they're at today. I haven't seen any fins up there. When we go around, I can see them. A beautiful day for a paddle. This is about where the fire department flagged me down at. The helicopter came over here. You'll see some buoys out there, little markers in the water. Those are for crab traps set up, commercial crab traps. Dolphins, where are you at today? Houses there in the background there, that's Matlacha. It's a fishing arts island. A lot of some galleries, gift shops, very Floridian. Got some great places to eat out there. We like the Bluefin and Yucatan. They're on the island. Highly recommend them. And if you want a Florida lifestyle eating, And you gotta try the grouper, either one of those. The grouper is great in both locations. I became a grouper fan since I moved to Florida. Also hogfish and triple tail. Really great tasting fish here in the southwest Florida area. Oh, come on, dolphins, where are you at? You want to stay away from the shoreline, because the boats that are coming out here, they only have a very small area to maneuver because it's really shallow there for our motors. So I've been on boats when there was kayakers in the way, and my friends are trying to scramble how to stay out of their way, because we have right of way, but there's not much maneuver room for those boats. So I try to stay away from that area as much as possible. They really need the area to maneuver, especially if another boat's coming the opposite direction. Then you got a real problem there. I mean, if it's a kayaker in the way. Seaweed here in the water. Try my best to stick around it. You can see the two boats are meeting. Neither of them are big boats, so but if you had a kayaker in the way, that would be inconvenient for them. Don't want to do that to people like that. People are really friendly here. I love it here. Moved down here in 2021. Enjoy the Florida lifestyle. Keeps you young. Keeps you active. You can be out. You can be outside all year round. Yeah, you can see where some of the damage is still at from Ian along there. I mean, there's been a lot of repairs. I mean, believe me, this is a whole lot worse. But it's still cleaning up. Does this take a long time? Okay, well, looks like I'm not going to see any dolphins on this trip, so I'm going to have to do another special trip out here sometime later. Because this is where I wanted to go to. And you can see here, this is a manatee zone. And we do see manatees mostly in the winter